What's up, guys? I want to do a video talking about some stuff I got from a company called WoodenShoeDesigns. But let me preface this video by talking about, companies sending stuff. A lot of people don't know that I do a bunch of reviews for different companies outside of YouTube. There's dozens of different companies that send me things all the time. Sometimes they don't even tell me. I just get stuff at the door. There's no note. I don't know what it's for. But I do a lot of stuff outside of YouTube. I give a lot of feedback to companies that it never even makes it to video. And if a company wants to send me something and they contact me, and there's other cases where I'm contacting certain companies, things I want to try, half the time it never even gets on camera. So the company here had contacted me and asked if I wanted to check out some of their stuff. Basically, they sell some different gift ideas, mostly for guys. But of course, these gifts could be for anyone. But they asked me if I wanted to try this stuff, and I said, yeah, sure, but there's no guarantee I'm gonna make a video on it or anything like that, but I will give you feedback. But I want to make a video talking about it because I do have lots of feedback on this stuff. So there's basically 3 different products, although they offer tons of different things on the website. In fact, the most, it's kind of funny to me now, because the most interesting thing on their site is they have these beautiful shadow boxes. I think they're customizable. But they are for cigar bands and for bottle caps, okay? So if you guys remember, I did a video making my own because I couldn't find them for sale anywhere, right? I want to make one cheaper. But they, of course, sell a huge array of those. So anyway, the first thing is they have a couple different coaster designs. This one cracks me up just because I am a huge fan of Larry David, who is sitting right there in the chair. Just seeing his face makes me laugh, and of course, Curb Your Enthusiasm. That's what this is a play off of. Do You Respect Wood? Which makes sense, obviously, for a coaster. If you've never seen the show, I highly recommend it, first of all. Absolutely, like, side-splitting funny. I love Larry David. But there's an episode, and he actually mentions wood a couple times, so he has a problem with people putting, drinks down on tables and leaving, ring marks and stuff like that. So it's pretty fitting design for a coaster. And they have some other ones too that are pretty funny. But here's the thing. This is a 4-pack of coasters. And the coaster's not bad. I mean, it's just a piece of wood. There's nothing really special about it. It is finished. It is smooth and shellacked. And obviously there's just an image printed on the front of it. It's 15 bucks for a 4-pack. I think it's reasonable because it's somewhat of a gag gift. I mean, obviously there's nicer quality coasters you could probably get for 15 or 20 bucks. But these are extremely unique. Okay, so if you're looking for something unique, the ones they have on their site, you're not going to find a lot of different places, all right? Especially walking into a regular box store. So that's a unique, reasonable gift idea. The second thing are the candles. Now, they sent me 3 different candles to try out here. This is the one I burned because I just wanted to see what the quality was going to be like and, how it actually threw in the room, if it was a strong scented candle. Because, I mean, the wax itself, just barely touching it, you could smell it. There's a ton of oil in there. And in actually burning these, it did fill the room up. So it's a very good quality candle. However, they're way too expensive, in my personal opinion. All right, these are, I don't even know the size as far as, how much actual wax is in there. However, I mean, you could see these are, they use recycled bottles here. These are wine bottles. They also have a whole selection of different beer candles. So they use the actual wine bottle, they fill it, they cut it, whoops, hello, at the tripod here. They cut it on an angle, which is nice, it is unique, it has a great, presentation for a gift, But they sell these for 30 bucks. And $30, that's the most expensive I've probably ever seen a candle. They have some bigger ones too in the beer section that were made from growlers, which I think are $40. And there's also, I think, some for 20 as well that are about the same, or they're beer bottles, so they're slightly, slimmer than these wine bottle ones. Like I said, it's a very unique design, but I think it's overpriced. I think it's just too expensive for what you're getting here. Obviously, they can sell it for whatever they want, but I would probably buy this for $15, maybe $20 because it is unique. $30 is too much. I would never purchase this product, ever. Personally. This, I would. I'd buy that. Specifically this one because I like Larry David so much. But as far as the scents here, again, this is the only one I burned so far. This one's called Holiday Mulled Wine. It smells nothing like I expected. It smells like really, really good, like, guy's cologne. There's nothing nothing that reminds me of the holidays. I mean, and mulled wine has a very specific smell, like all the holiday spices, nutmeg and cinnamon and clove. You know, it's like a specific type of smell. I've mulled wine myself multiple times, and this literally smells nothing like. It smells amazing, but it smells nothing like it. These two, however, I am you know, interested in burning those. This one is blood orange sangria, and this smells exactly like it should, in my opinion. I smell specifically blood orange. It's a very specific flavor and scent, and it smells absolutely amazing. And it has that like general fruity thing going on too with the sangria theme. It totally smells like, and by the way, this burned in the room smelled exactly how it smelled just, you know, sniffing it without being burned. So I can make the assumption that these are going to actually burn and smell up the room exactly how I'm smelling them now. Now this one is supposed to be pumpkin, and it smells like pumpkin, okay? Unlike this one smells nothing like I thought. That one smells exactly how I thought. This one smells exactly how I thought. I don't know what happened with this one, some kind of loss in translation there, but this one smells so good. It's like a really just creamy, desserty, like rich, buttery, sweet pumpkin pie, you know, but it's got some spiciness to it. Absolutely amazing smelling. Here's another note though, which if I ordered these, if I bought these, I'd be upset about, is the fact that the color of glass, they have a different variety of glass. Obviously this is clear, blue, and green, you know, from the original wine bottles. However, they're not pictured that way. So like if you go on the website, the pumpkin one I don't think has a green one in the stock photo, which is deceiving to me. I don't think that's a good thing. I think that if I had ordered this, I would have said, hey, wait a minute, I thought this was, you know, in a clear glass or blue glass, whatever the case may have been. So it seems like all these bottle candles, the actual color of glass, the glass container here, may differ depending on, you know, it could be order to order. It could be that they're all green for this scent, or there's just a variety of them. But I didn't like that. That's something negative to me. That's something that I think, you know, they need to advertise, and like boldly. Maybe it says somewhere in small print that the color, you know, the container may vary, but I don't like that. The candles smell really good. I don't know offhand, I think they're a soy-based candle. They burned very clean. There's no soot whatsoever. You can see the burn here. Because, I mean, I think they should use a thicker wick. You can see it's not making, that heat is not making it to the edge. And this, by the way, burned for about 3 or 4 hours. So it only went down like, I don't know, half an inch, 3/4 of an inch. So it has a great burn time, even though they're not that large. But I would like to see, you know, completely burned. So you'd have to fix this, or it would just, you know, eventually tunnel and stuff. And when you get towards the bottom, you'd probably have some waste. But yeah, I mean, they smell great. I just think they're expensive. You know, if you're talking about gifts, that's a whole different thing. Maybe you'd spend a little extra for someone for something unique, because I've never had anything quite like this. I think it's pretty cool. The whole, you know, cut bottle, that's an interesting idea. People do those for drinking glasses and stuff. It's kind of a thing now. But having a nice little angle cut and then using it as a candle container, it's interesting, but it's expensive. Just wouldn't personally buy that. And the last thing here is the hot sauce. Now, of course, you know me, I gotta try some hot sauce, right? This one is the tropical shandy, okay? And it's not supposed to be that hot. It's actually really interesting. It says sweet heat with pineapple and tropical fruit. Now this one, as you can see, is, you know, packaged in a beer bottle, okay? But it looks like it has a regular screw top. I'm gonna do a review on this. All right, specifically because I like doing hot sauce reviews, and this one does sound extremely interesting. All right, craft beer hot sauce. Now, I don't think there's any craft beer in here. Let me read the ingredients. The first one's tropical fruit. So, that, I mean, obviously with an ingredient list, the first ingredient to last is supposed to be the most, like the most of the contents here should be the first ingredient, if that makes sense, and the last ingredient is like the least of the contents. But anyway, tropical fruits, pineapple, peach, bell and red pepper, mango, garlic, onion, salt, honey, onion powder, garlic powder, white balsamic vinegar, and habanero. All right, so obviously our heat's coming from habanero, but it's not showing, you know, incredibly hot. It is the last ingredient in here. So I'll do a separate video trying this. It sounds very unique and different from other hot sauces, but the price, 20 bucks. And again, as a gift to someone, sure, it's different, it's unique. If you know someone who loves hot sauce, $20 is no big deal around the holidays, you know what I mean? However, buying it for yourself, $20 is very expensive to me. I mean, this is a larger bottle. It's like a regular 12-ounce bottle. And normally hot sauce comes in a slightly smaller bottle, but like the average price for a bottle of regular hot sauce, like grocery store hot sauce, $4 to $6, you know? If you're talking about kind of craft hot sauce, I give quotes there, you know, using that term loosely, but let's say gourmet. And this is, you know, obviously it is a gourmet hot sauce. It's made in small production, but I still want to see that at like maybe a $15 price range. You know, once you get to $20, it's expensive. So overall, my experience with the company is that their products are expensive. They are very unique, okay? The quality is decent from, like I said, in the case of the candles, I see a little bit of deception with the coloration because that may make a huge deal to someone. They might have bought that candle not only for the scent, but they want green, or let's say this was originally clear, and they want to put it on their mantle or something with a bunch of other stuff, and now they get one and it's green and it doesn't fit. I mean, that's a huge consideration for people buying stuff, is that stock photo, you pretty much expect when you're buying something for it to look just like that. If we use the example with knives, let's say there was a buck folder or something and you order on the site, and the site, the picture that you saw, it was gray, you know, it had a titanium handle or something, or stainless steel handle, and it was gray, right? You expect that. It shows up, you open the box, and it's blue. And you're like, what? I didn't want a blue knife, you know? And then you go back on the website, like in the fine print, it says, okay, well, colors may vary. That's annoying to me. So, you know, it's a huge critique. I'd like to see it advertised really big, you know, just that the fact that you know what you're gonna get. I don't like surprises at all. So that's my my critique on that. But stay tuned, I will do a review specifically on that hot sauce. I do have some other ones that are hotter, but I always go like super hot. You know what I mean? When I try different hot sauces, it's always like the hottest of hot. And sometimes you're just not in the mood for something that's gonna just rip your face off. You know what I mean? And just attack your throat. Sometimes the simple things are better. So yeah, I just want to do a video talking about the stuff a little bit. Like I said, oftentimes when companies like this, it's not, you know, truly related to my channel. Obviously, I do a variety of stuff, which a lot of people like and some people really don't like. They just want to see knives or just want to see guns or whatever the case may be. But I thought this was interesting enough to make a video on it and give these critiques. It's very important. If you are out there, I know it's a very few people watching the video that actually do their own videos and review stuff and stuff like that. Most people are just watching for entertainment. But if you do reviews or companies are sending you things, number one, you have to be honest. So anyway, just wanted to talk about this stuff a little bit. Obviously the holidays are around the corner, so this may or may not be a consideration for you in getting gifts and stuff. But I definitely want to give some critiques and feedback on this stuff here, and kind of give a prelude to the fact that I'm going to be doing this hot sauce review, which to me is the most interesting of all this stuff. But they have some cool different things, you know, a lot of stuff for like man caves, you know, if you're into that, it's worth checking out. So anyway, that is it. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to post your comments down below. And that is pretty much it. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.